Tokyo is famous for its neon lights and towering skyscrapers, but did you know there's an area of the city that feels like you've stepped back in time? Imagine strolling through narrow streets, tasting local snacks, and uncovering hidden shops that have been around for generations. If you're ready to experience the real Tokyo, beyond the typical tourist spots, this is the video for you. Today, we're eating our way through Yanaka Ginza, Old Town Tokyo's hidden gem. From crispy croquettes to traditional Japanese sweets, we're about to dive into the top must-try food stops that will blow your mind. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about the neighborhood itself. Yanaka Ginza isn't your typical Tokyo hotspot. While most visitors flock to places like Shibuya and Shinjuku for the modern vibes, Yanaka Ginza has managed to preserve its old-world charm. You'll feel like you've stepped back in time with its Showa-era buildings, narrow lanes, and a vibe that's all about community spirit. One thing I love about this area is how it survived both World War II bombings and the Great Kanto earthquake. So what you see here is authentic old Tokyo. And the best part? You won't find many tourists here. It's where the locals go to experience a slower, more nostalgic side of the city. Now, let's dive into the first bite. Our first food stop is a local favorite, senbei. Senbei are traditional Japanese rice crackers, and they come in all sorts of flavors, from salty to sweet. I grabbed a large senbei coated in matcha, which I thought was an unusual combo. But trust me, the balance between the salty crunch and the sugary matcha is chef's kiss. It's the perfect start to our foodie adventure in Yanaka Ginza. Have you ever tried senbei before? Let me know in the comments what your favorite flavor is, or if you'd give the matcha version a go. Now that we've got a snack in hand, it's time to explore one of the most iconic spots in Yanaka, Yuyake Dandan, also known as the Sunset Stairs. These red-frame stairs are a local favorite, especially at sunset when the entire area is bathed in a warm glow. As you make your way down the stairs, you'll spot the entrance to Yanaka Ginza's main shopping street, a cozy 170 meters of pure nostalgia. Fun fact, locals say this area is full of cats, and you'll spot them in all forms, from real cats lounging in shop windows to wooden cat figures. It's a unique quirk that adds to Yanaka's charm. All right, time for something sweet. We're heading into a shop that's been around for over 100 years. This family-owned Artisan Sweets store has been passed down through generations, and the current owner still uses his grandfather's original recipe for honey lollies. They don't actually contain honey, but are made to look like it. The craftsmanship and dedication to tradition here are what make this place special. I grabbed 3 different flavors for just 1,000 yen. And trust me, these handmade sweets are unlike anything you'll find in modern Tokyo. It's a taste of history in every bite. Next, we're moving on to something fried. And no food tour is complete without it, right? We stopped at a local bakery where the aroma of freshly baked goods was seeping into the streets. What's unique about this bakery? The oven is made from Mount Fuji's volcanic rock. I went with a classic croquette, crispy on the outside and filled with a beef mixture. It's fried in oil and honestly, one of the tastiest bites you'll have in Yanaka. Then, for a fun twist, I grabbed a cat's tail. Don't worry, not a real one. It's a cronut-like pastry that comes in loads of flavors. Yanaka Ginza isn't just about food. It's also a hub of exceptional craftsmanship. And when you think of Japanese craftsmanship, blades instantly come to mind. From the ancient samurai swords to the ultra-sharp kitchen knives that Japanese chefs swear by, the art of blade making is a huge part of the country's heritage. Our next stop takes us to a family-run knife shop that has been in the business for generations. This isn't your typical knife shop. As soon as you walk in, you're surrounded by an array of blades, each one carefully crafted and honed to perfection. The shop owner, Fukumoto-san, is a true master of his craft. Not only does he create new blades, but he also restores old ones, bringing them back to life with expert precision. Did you know that knives from the Kanto region are different from those made in Kansai? Kanto blades tend to be heavier and designed for right-handed users, while Kansai blades are lighter and cater to both left and right-handed chefs. Whether you're looking for a kitchen knife, scissors, or even a small pocket blade, this place has you covered. It's a perfect souvenir if you're after something authentic and useful. Yuzu is a citrus fruit native to Japan, and it's often used to flavor everything from drinks to desserts. We visited a cozy sake shop that's been recently restored, and their specialty is yuzu-flavored sake. Trust me, if you're into citrus, this is a drink you won't forget. Imagine sitting outside on plastic crates, totally fitting with the yokocho vibe, while sipping on a glass of chilled yuzu sake. The citrus notes hit you right away, and it's so refreshing that you instantly want more. It's light, tangy, and slightly sweet, making it the perfect drink for a warm afternoon. Quick tip for those of you planning to drive in Japan. Japan has a strict zero-tolerance policy when it comes to drinking and driving. Even a small amount of alcohol is enough to get you in trouble, so if you're behind the wheel, stick to the non-alcoholic options. Lunchtime, but not just any lunch, this is a super cool and uniquely Japanese experience. We're heading to an antenna shop, and no, it has nothing to do with television antennas. In Japan, antenna shops are actually stores that showcase the best products from a specific region of the country. It's like getting a mini tour of a region's culinary specialties without leaving Tokyo. The cool thing about antenna shops is that everything they sell is a true representation of the region it comes from. So you're getting a taste of Kyushu without actually traveling there. If you're in Yanaka Ginza, don't skip this one. It's an awesome way to enjoy regional Japanese cuisine in the heart of Tokyo. Now, I know you're thinking, how can you still eat after all that? But listen, there's always room for dessert, especially when it's something as unique as Corinto Manju. This little shop in Yanaka Ginza has been featured on Japanese TV for a reason. They make some of the best traditional Japanese sweets in the area, and Corinto Manju is their star. For those of you who aren't familiar, Corinto Manju is a small fried bun that's crispy on the outside and filled with sweet red bean paste. The cool thing about this store is that they keep things seasonal, so the flavors change throughout the year. Now, to wrap up our tour with something truly special, Wagashi making and a traditional Japanese tea ceremony. This is an additional experience you can add to your Yanaka Ginza tour, and if you ask me, it's absolutely worth it. Wagashi are traditional Japanese sweets, usually served with tea, and they are works of art in themselves. What's amazing is how these delicate sweets are made with just a few simple ingredients and tools. During the Wagashi making session, we were taught how to shape the sweets by hand using a few wooden tools. It was surprisingly meditative, and each person in the group created their own unique design. The wagashi we made were shaped like ajisai, or hydrangea flowers, which are in season during summer. Not only did they look beautiful, but they were almost too pretty to eat. After making our sweets, we participated in a traditional tea ceremony, where we got to choose our own tea bowls. Some of the bowls were over 200 years old, and the process of serving and drinking tea was slow, deliberate, and respectful, just as it has been for centuries in Japan. The tea, combined with the wagashi we had just made, was the perfect way to end our journey through Yanaka Ginza. This experience gave me a deeper appreciation for Japanese culture and its incredible attention to detail. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which stop on this tour you'd love to try. We appreciate your support more than you could ever know. Until next time, keep exploring. Subscribe for more hidden travel gems. Check out our other videos on Japan and beyond.